It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you...
I saw... How could...
No! Don't come any closer!
If we go any further, we'll be...
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent. It's this way. Please, follow me.
Flicker.
The scent is getting stronger. This must be the place.
Here you are.
Solidify!
The wind knows me. Scatter! Here you are. Huh.
Oh! Are you all right? Were you in...
No, I'm alright.
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, this feeling...
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still... He's a good man.
Oz, you need to calm down and listen to me. Edgar is the one where...
But how is that possible? Mr. Edgar is 70-something.
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary... Curia used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the...
No. He couldn't have. Mr.
And what if the impersonation started before he... I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Curia killed the real Edgar while Edgar was incarcerated. Curia started making preparations to replace him, including forcefully aging his body. The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students, and Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, make a few minor alterations to... As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skill.
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized... He aged himself decades beyond his years!
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person.
What you really need is to get...
No,
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. I'm sure Curia... No, Edgar.
Colle's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more Actually, now that I think about it, this strong... I hate to trouble you, but we...
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out.
Traveler, Emily, Pine, for someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there's no...
Don't worry. This isn't the end. We're not going to let Auguste kill anyone else. monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Into the wind.
Reconstitute!
Flicker.
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste. There are so many of them. Paimon can't believe a single
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a
Why would he only needed a few bottles of Auguste to
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling. Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported, but Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life for someone with nowhere to call home. Perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste. Let my name echo in song!
As one with wind and cloud.
Extract!
Here you are.
Gather!
The show begins!
The wind knows me.
A little ambiance.
Order guide you.
One with nature.
Flicker.
Solidify!
Neutralize!
Into the wind.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end. The scent of flowers is getting stronger.
Did they catch up that? No. My strength is just waning. But it doesn't matter. This is far enough.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Fontaine. Yelena? Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
Emily, I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her, Yelena. We were together.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air.
No, the amount of Auguste I drank, it should have been enough. A fake, but
We started making the preparations last night with one goal: to create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making,
the product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind. Our competitor already got their hands on it. Perfume's on the line.
it doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emily?
I got it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the... If Auguste was so...
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Rainbow roses?
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We've found better ways to extract essential oil. The mythos surrounding Auguste may have been untouchable almost 20 years ago, but now it's time for it to become a thing of the past.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known, but the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind. Your obsession with Auguste is also what allowed us to predict.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now. So, since you've been preparing your chords since last night, that means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered.
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your spirit-born.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just...
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of the... Sylvain only inhaled. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone.
Is that so? Well,
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to justify. I did what I set out to do.
Careful, everyone.
Stick close and hurry up.
Looks like I'm almost out of
Of course, Master.
the combination you used to make your...
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, yet So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking.
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combine their essential oil, but if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique...
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies. Yelena.
Quicker.
Did you know? Miss... right. I heard...
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected. I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify. I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more. Also, I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your...
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand... Oh, it smells great!
It's all right. I'll feed besides. When it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforwardest...
Right! Do those flowers have some special...
If I had to guess...
The language of flowers? Oh, we've heard of that before!
What each flower is said to represent varies by person and across different moments in history. After returning to Fontaine, I did some research, and it turns out the meanings of those 3 flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase. Forget the past and keep on living. Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and grandeur most people associate with Auguste.
Do you think Kyria knew about that?
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I found. Who knows? Maybe she didn't mean anything by it at all. Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want, but it'll never be anything but conjecture. Even if that is what she was trying to say. Avenging her death? That was the meaning I chose for my life. Kyria cultivated his revenge like a flower. He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end, in any case, he did want me to pass along thank you for saving my life. for giving me the chance to love and hatred are a privilege. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. But even if it's only a conjecture, the meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, and yet at the very outset, they're born